Disrespect is never a display of strength. It is always a confession of weakness. A man who insults you is not asserting dominance. He is revealing his own insecurity, his lack of control, and his desperate need to prove himself. His words are not weapons, but admissions of his inner turmoil. The moment you react, you hand him power. You step into his frame, allowing him to dictate the terms of engagement. But the moment you remain unmoved, you shift the dynamic entirely. You expose the truth. He is the one struggling for control, not you. A Stoic man never lowers himself to the level of fools. He does not waste time on battles unworthy of his attention. Most importantly, he never lets another man's words dictate his emotions. Here's how you make a disrespectful person look small. Without saying a word, recognize that an insult reflects them, not you. An insult says far more about the person delivering it than it does about you. A man who insults you is speaking from his own chaos, attempting to pull you into a storm because he lacks the strength to face it alone. As Epictetus reminds us, when someone treats you poorly, they act according to their own beliefs and perspective, not yours. Their insult is not an absolute truth, but a mirror reflecting their insecurity. A confident, disciplined man does not resort to insults because he has no need to. Only the weak attack with words, hoping to bring others down to their level. Recognizing an insult for what it truly is, a cry for attention and validation, robs it of its power. And the greatest insult to an insecure man is refusing to acknowledge his attempt to provoke you, respond with silence, or amuse indifference. A man who insults you is seeking a reaction. If you give it to him, you validate his words. But if you remain calm, unshaken, perhaps even mildly amused, you strip his words of their intended effect. Imagine a fool insulting you in front of others, smirking as he waits for you to lash out. But instead of reacting, you look at him with detached amusement, as if watching a child throw a tantrum. Seneca reminds us that a great mind despises injury, and that a noble man does not anger easily. Nothing exposes insecurity more than a man desperately trying to provoke someone who refuses to be provoked. Your silence will do more damage than any insult you could throw back at him, forcing him to confront his own weakness, while everyone else sees it to maintain absolute self-control. To win, you must master the one thing your opponent never could, yourself. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When you control your emotions, no one else can control you. A man who cannot push you into anger, frustration, or insecurity has already lost. This is why the disciplined man is feared. Because no matter what is thrown at him, he remains steady, unshaken, untouchable. A person who insults you is attempting to disturb your peace. By refusing to let them, you remind them that their words hold no power. Flip the insult into a question and watch them crumble. A fool expects you to respond emotionally, with anger, defensiveness, or silence. What he does not expect is for you to turn his words against him. Instead of reacting, respond with a question that forces him to justify his insult. If he mocks your ambition, ask, "Why does my drive bother you?" If he attacks your beliefs, ask, "Why is this so important to you?" If he insults your appearance, ask, "What does it say about you that you focus on such things?" Socrates, the master of philosophical combat, did not attack his opponents. He simply asked questions that expose the emptiness of their arguments. A man who insults you does not expect to be put on the defensive. When forced to explain his words, he often realizes he cannot. And nothing makes an insecure man look weaker than when he is exposed as thoughtless and petty. You do not need to prove yourself to fools, nor do you need to fight battles unworthy of your time. Master your emotions, control your reactions, and watch as those who try to tear you down reveal their own weakness for the world to see.